Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to everyone. This is Arleen Hughes from Atlanta, GA. And I want to thank you guys for hopping on the call today. Let's kick off this great day together as we hear more on how to break records in life. Guys, spread the word now. There's still time for others to hop on. You know what we say? Come one, come all. Now, in keeping with tradition, guys, it's time for us to recognize some record breakers. First person I want to recognize is Mr. John Walton IV. Guys, in a little over a week, less than 10 days, John came on board and locked arms with his mom, and he started running. He hit 1-star, 2-star, then 3-star rep in record time. That is truly a record breaker. Congratulations and way to go, John. Now, it's Monday morning. We want to kick off this week the right way, so we've got some newcomers that we definitely need to tell you guys about. First, let's say welcome, welcome, welcome to Miss Cynthia Nunez. Guys, Cynthia, wow, she saw this concept, and you guys know what concept I mean if you're WV. And she decided this was the right time and the right place for her, and she jumped on board. So welcome, 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 Miss Cynthia. We also want to say congratulations to Dale Hughes. Guys, this weekend he went to a networking event. Business owners from all over Atlanta came together telling about their businesses, their initiatives. Yeah, there's some powerful people in this city all with great causes and great missions, and he delivered our WV message to them all in grand fashion. I mean, he did a great job. So we want to say thank you for him reaching out, stepping out, and helping another teammate get things done. Now, we also want to say congratulations to a few others. You see, we've had record breakers coming up all over the place, so we want to welcome Miss Devonna Spruill. She came on board as a platinum. You guys know what that means. So now, guys, let's go ahead and go to our scripture reading of the day, because we always want to start the day off giving honor to God. So our verse today, guys, comes from Proverbs 3:10. That's Proverbs 3:10. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. Guys, that's Proverbs 3:10. Now, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick off the show. It's like I told you earlier, this is Arleen Hughes from Atlanta, GA, and we've got something different going on this morning. Don't know if you guys know, but today is the first day of school back for a lot of our students. Many started last week. Well, our son started today. So dad and son headed off to school today. They're going to get things kicked off the right way and spend some time together, just getting oriented. He's going to have a parent day, or at least parent morning at school, meeting teachers and getting oriented to this awesome senior year for my son. Today, he is no longer a rising senior. He's absolutely a senior now. Now, our book of the week is Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson, MD. Who Moved My Cheese? That's our book for the first half of the month of August. Now, the month of August, guys, it is the 8th month of the year. And is known for the number 8, meaning new beginnings. So let's kick off this beginning of this week the right way with me giving the message for the day. Yes, yours truly, Arleen Hughes. I'm going to hang out with you guys this morning. So tell you a little bit about myself. I have been busy too, trying to be a good servant leader. I am actually been featured in TV, radio, newspapers, magazines, ran 4 companies, and have tried to always do things that gave back to others. I am a 100K ringer in the concept that most of us know about, and my goal, my theme, my mission in life is to just touch the lives of others in a positive way, bring joy, happiness, and laughter everywhere I go. So just wanted to make sure you guys know it's me today. Now, we're doing something a little bit different with me being in charge, and I'm really excited about it because, you know, we always talk about record breakers, becoming record breakers, and today I just want to spend a little bit of time talking about people who I feel are record breakers, things that have happened in my life that would be deemed a record-breaking experience. The first person I want to talk about, guys, is my daughter. We're all proud of our kids. We all have something to brag about. But my daughter, her name is Nikki, and she has done something quite phenomenal. You see, Nikki, she's a true champion. We say she has the heart of a champion. She started playing volleyball when we tossed balls at her at the age of 2. And we've affected the lives of many young ladies in our walk. Actually, 264 collegiate scholarships have come out of our volleyball program. Now, that's favor. That's a blessing. And that's all honor to God. But one of the young ladies who started the dream of our program was my very own daughter. You see, it's tough being the kid of volleyball coaches when both your parents are coaches. So there's a lot you have to do that other kids just don't have to do. And she took on every task, every challenge, just with the fervor of a champion's heart. Guys, she started playing and started breaking records herself. She started playing for a 14-year-old team at the age of 9. Yes. And she was what's called the quarterback of the team. She was a setter. She went on to start breaking records in Georgia. She actually played high school volleyball only 2 years, but broke records that are still on the books. She was named Gatorade Player of the Year and just did an amazing thing in the sport of volleyball, and is considered a phenom in the sport. So that was the first person I wanted to recognize as someone who is a record breaker and doing some great things in her sport. The next person I want to talk about who is a record breaker, my brother. Guys, my brother, his name is Tony. He grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he was blessed with athleticism. He played basketball, football, he ran track, he played baseball. Sports was going to be his ticket to college. He ended up going to Fisk University, where he became a record breaker for our family. You see, sports has been a way for a lot of people to gain notoriety, to become famous. Well, when he went to Fisk University, he ended up playing football, basketball, and running track. But what rose to the top with him was becoming a decathlon. You see, a decathlon, they do 10 events in track and field. 10. They have to master things like the pole vault, the hurdles, the shot, the 400, the 800. They have to do so many sports, it's ridiculous. But to be able to train in multiple sports and be good is quite an accomplishment. He did something better than that, guys. He actually qualified as an alternate for the 1980 Olympic Games. That was a huge accomplishment. He was the first person in Chattanooga, Tennessee to ever make it to the Olympics, in the state to ever make it to the Olympics in the decathlon. And I don't know of anyone in our three-state competition region that he had to compete the most for the region that actually did it. He actually was the alternate to Bruce Jenner. That is amazing. Now, we also want to talk about another record breaker, somebody who did something great and did it in a great way. It's family time, guys. So let's talk about my niece, Trinae Sane. You see, our family, we're just fun-loving, spirited. You don't want to come to one of our family reunions. It's the loudest event you'll ever get to because everybody is trying to be heard, laughing, talking, having fun. Just a lot of joy when you hang around my family. But I have a young niece who came from an abusive household, not by her mother, but by someone else who was in her mother's life. And the Lord put it upon our hearts to bring her to come live with us at the age of 11. And life just started taking off for her as everyone started pouring into her. And guys, she became a great student. She has a great heart. She put together some goals that, only champions would go for. She decided she was going to college. And she decided she would figure out how to do it to where she could afford it because her mom and dad didn't have the funds to send her to college. That's why she was here with me, because funds were not in place to help her live the life that she deserved. So she came to hang out with Auntie Arleen and Uncle Dale. And here, wow, she started thriving. She ended up getting a full scholarship to Albany State University, where she continued to lead and to excel. She chose a major of accounting and excelled in that also. But what I want to lead you to is her final year in college. At the mere height of 5'4", she, on her volleyball scholarship to Albany State University, did something that amazed everyone. Her senior year in college, she was named conference MVP as her school won the conference championships. 5'4", guys. For those of you that don't know volleyball, 5'4" is quite short. No one believes that you can get the job done, but she did it on the left side, the place where the most balls are delivered. She took her team on her shoulders, took them to the championships round, and as MVP, she was the best player in the entire SIAC conference. Very proud of this young lady. She then took her degree and headed out into corporate America. And today, guys, she's a business analyst, homeowner, doing great things, and is actually giving back to the sport as a coach. So I'm very proud of that young lady. The next person I want to talk to you about, who's absolutely a champion and a record breaker that has accomplished some great things, is my sister. My sister, Tanya. We fondly call her Tumbug. She's a tomboy. We hung out big time. We happen to be 3 months apart in age, and we're not twins. Now, you guys can figure that part out. All I got to say is My papa was a rolling stone. But we grew up in love, and we surrounded ourselves with things that would cause you to want to be successful in life, because we always had role models and people we looked up to and that we wanted to mimic. Well, something happened to my sister Tumba that some would call a tragedy or sad thing, but she turned it into a thing of triumph. You see, when she was in her late 30s, she got pregnant. And when she had her test, her spinal test, she was told that her daughter would have Down syndrome. Now, some people would look at that and say, I'm confused, why me, why my child? But my sister, with her champion heart, well, she decided that her daughter, was going to have an amazing life, and she would pour into her more than any child ever received from a mother. And she did just that, guys. She ended up becoming a single mom, and she single-handedly took care of getting my niece, Tony, in the right facilities, the right backup support, the right educational assistance, the right behavioral and developmental things. And guys, today, my niece is, I'll just say 30-something years old, but she is actually doing great things in life because my sister has poured into her, and she has been side by side with her and has her doing all kinds of things. I mean, she is completed school. She has been employed for the last 15 years. Yes, she started working when she was 15. She is the happiest kid you've ever met. And my sister just treats her like a regular kid with regular responsibilities. And she's just been a champion in raising my niece. And I just wanted to shout her out for the champion that she is, because she never saw raising her child as a hurdle in life. She turned it into a thing of triumph. And through the grace of God, she has done an awesome job and has a daughter who is just sunshine walking. Our next person that I definitely like to celebrate as a record breaker is someone who I feel has done some great things in life, but kind of operates behind the shadows. That person, guys, is my sister. My sister, Darlene. Now, you might be thinking that she's my twin because her name is Darlene and my name is Arleen. Well, guess what? We're not twins. The story is this. When my mother was pregnant with me, you know how the mothers back in the day, they could tell you what gender child you were having? Everybody told her that she was having a boy. So she thought of all boy names. So when I was born, a girl, she wasn't prepared. She did not have a name. So what she did is she took my sister's name and took the D off and gave it to me. So to this day, I tease my mom that I've been getting my sister's hand-me-down since birth, because I even got her name, removed the D, and now I'm Arleen. But guys, my sister, she did something that is notable. Definitely a champion. You see, my sister, when we were growing up, she was always an overachiever, great student. She ended up playing basketball, and she ran track. And she was one of the hardest working people you'll ever see. She was that athlete on the team that finished every drill first, had the greatest heart, exhibited the greatest stamina, had everyone else saying, will you stop? We can't keep up with you. Well, guys, she got pregnant when she was only 17 years old and in high school. But that didn't slow her down. With her champion heart, she ended up going on to college after having her daughter. And she ended up on the dean's list, first and second semester of college, after going through high school her senior year, winning contests across the state in drafting because her dream was to become an architect. Well, that second year in college, some things happened, and my sister couldn't continue in college. She had what's called a mental breakdown. She had been going through a lot in life, a lot that we weren't even aware of, and she couldn't take it anymore. Well, she fought through that breakdown. She is one of the strongest women I know. And she recovered fully and is now leading a normal, wonderful life, giving back to others. She will break out in song and in Bible verse in a second and try and help anyone who comes in her path. But she overcame something that a lot of people fall prey to and never recover from. And because of her heart to fight and survive and be the best in everything that she takes on, she's become a great example to many, and especially me, her little sister, even though I call her my big sister that only stands 5'4". Now, the last record I'd like to talk about, sorry about that, guys, is someone who also has done some great things in life. Guys, I'd like to give a shout out to another one of my siblings. You know, this is family day for me because, you know, I've got some people in my life that have just been great examples and great people to follow and surround myself with. So I want to talk to you about my sister, Karen. Guys, this is a true story of triumph, so get ready. My sister Karen, she is the life of the party. One of the most fun people you'll ever meet. And when we were in high school, we went to a high school called Kirkland Technical High School. It was a vocational high school where you could go and learn a trade that could help you in life. And what she decided to do was go into cosmetology. And our school was awesome, produced some of the greatest people in masonry and carpentry and refrigeration and woodworking and all kinds of stuff. Well, her trade that she chose was cosmetology. But as life would have it, my sister graduated, did a great job, and she decided to start her own business. Yes, she was the first entrepreneur of our family as far as siblings go. She decided she would start doing hair from her kitchen. She pulled up that chair, and that sink was her workshop. And she started building her clientele from her kitchen sink. She went on to college and met a wonderful guy. And fortunately, I will say, she got pregnant. And that would have derailed a lot of people. But guys, she ended up, she had her baby, she married that guy, and she did not return to school. She decided to go 100% at becoming an entrepreneur. Before you know it, with her skills of networking, and she never meets a stranger, she ended up getting a job at a salon and growing her clientele to the point where she stepped out on her own. And now she is one of the most successful cosmetologist, hair, and makeup artists in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She is so popular that, guys, It takes 2 months to get on her calendar, to get in her chair, because she does the hair of the celebrities. When big-time actors and actresses come to Chattanooga, it's her chair that they go to. She is the most successful entrepreneur that ever came out of my high school, and she started at her own kitchen sink, but had the heart to grow it into a big and successful business. So, guys, that's it for today. We hope that those stories of triumph, of record breakers, of people who champion things in life that help them to rise above, we hope that that gives you inspiration as we start our week, because this call is about how to become record breakers in life. I thank you for letting me share those stories of my family. Very proud of them. Very proud of them. But now, guys, it's time for us to go to that portion of the show where we do something that we feel like speaks power into our lives. Guys, the Bible says that life and death rest on the tongue. So we actually speak declarations, affirmations every day that cause us to step, run, skip, hop towards our goals. So today, guys, join me as we speak our affirmations and say them out loud. Say them with pride. Say them with conviction. Because if you say it with the right mindset, you can actually cause your mind to believe every word that comes out of your mouth, and you can speak life into your life. Guys, we always start out the same. Repeat them after me. I am a child of the light. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. There is nothing I cannot do. I love my life. I am amazed at what my body can do. I am strong, and I feel strong. I am careful with my words, and I will bless others with every word I speak. I am financially free, debt-free, and time-free. I am disciplined, and I get things done. I will achieve my dream of dramatic wealth. Money comes to me all the time in all sorts of ways. I am a leader. I'm not afraid of the fire. I am the fire. I am a child of the light. Guys, you know, we always want to tell a joke, and I'm not good at jokes. I'll just go ahead and tell you that now, but I'm going to speak an affirmation that I will tell a joke that will cause everyone to laugh. So, guys, here's my joke of the day. Guys, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Now, our jokes are supposed to make you laugh. Corny as that was, I know you're laughing. I know you feel me. That's what I got. Well, guys, we do this call every day, Monday through Friday, from 7:25 a.m. to 7:55 a.m. We hope that it adds some value maybe a smile or a laugh to your day. And we hope to have you back on tomorrow when we return to our regular programming. And as we always say each morning, have faith, stay the course. Have faith, stay the course. Goodbye, everybody.